In recent years, the IRB Sevens World Series has gone from strength to strength, with crowds increasing and media interest booming. Outstanding athletes across many sports are now increasingly on the radar of the coaches as they look to gain the vital edge over their rivals.
It's important because we want really good athletes in the game. It's a game for athletes, and it's a game I think that sevens you can teach reasonably easier. It's easier than 15s, I think, to introduce a player to. I think the opportunity there for our crossover athletes will be in sevens.
One player to have made the conversion successfully is international sprinter CARLIN Isles. But making the switch has been far from simple since he first picked up the ball and ran with it.
It was very difficult to step away from athletics because I've been doing that all my life. And that was, my bread and butter. It's been better than what I expected. I had a vision, and God had a vision, and that vision is way better than what I had in store and planned. So, I'm very happy about it, and it's been a blessing.
Sometimes they haven't even seen the game, they have not even seen a game of rugby. And I think increasingly they have, like Carlin, they saw it and were attracted to it. Someone mentioned it to him, he took a look at it, thought, wow, I quite enjoy that. And sevens is quite entertaining, and to see that. Has Carlin seen a game of 15s? Well, I doubt it.
Actually, I have watched a game of 15s. I watched the game of 15s a lot. Actually, I watched 15s before I started watching sevens. So yes, I've seen 15s and know how it works and it operates. So I watched plenty of 15s games.
I think they do see things slightly different, and maybe there is someone going to come in and do something different. Because I think if we're going to try and be the same as everybody else, we're probably going to fail. We've got to try and be a little bit different, do something a little bit, and play the game a little bit different, use our athleticism in a different way.
At the Emirates Stadium in Glasgow, venue for next year's Commonwealth Games, these young Scottish sprinters may one day realise their Olympic dream, but perhaps not in the sport they expected.
It's kind of strange for me to think that I would compete in the Olympics and not doing track. It's kind of a blessing either way. I always wanted to be in the Olympics, either as rugby or track. But I still love track and still competing a little bit. But at rugby, it'd be great because we're all go as a collectively as a team, and it's more cherishable. But it'd be kind of crazy, especially to see some of my old teammates there too. So. I don't mind.
It gives credibility to the sport. People do, in America, people do support Olympic sport. They do think that, it's a credible opportunity for our sport, and I think that's great for us. We're at, this weekend we're up in the northeast at a combine where the players who have failed to get into the NFL draft, who didn't get a place, have been looked at again, and through the USOC we're looking at players there and saying, well, here's another opportunity. So we are getting access to players as well, which we haven't had in the past.
All good for the future, but in Glasgow the USA were in a frantic race with Scotland to avoid dropping out of the World Series.
Having competition in a relegation system, it is a good thing. It's not so great when you're at the bottom, but we understand, it's very, very competitive now, and we've got to front up and we've got to win. I think the important thing for us is that we've brought through a young squad with a new coach this year, and as you look over the season, they've progressively got better. For
the USA to keep their core status is very important for us. If not, then a lot of things are going to go downhill a little bit, and we'll have to go through some adversity. But we have to win, and it's between Scotland and us, and we just want to stay relaxed and not worry about that too much, and just worry about what we can control. And if we worry about what we can control and execute and do the things that we're supposed to do, then we're in good hands. But it's very important for us to keep that.